Today we will discuss a bit about Warzone Siege, what fighting techniques are good, how a team should act in combat, how to score the most points in a solo fight, and other mechanics of this PvP battle. So leave a like and let's start. Let's start with the basics. Warzone Siege is a battle for locations. We gain towers in a given location and points for destroying buildings. In order for our server to win such a battle, we must have the largest number of towers at the end of the battle. However, to conquer a given location, we must have more towers in location B and A. These are 2 towers, and in location S, 3 small or a large plus a small one. Now, how to do it so that our team wins? My strategy for team success is to divide people into 2 groups, the weaker to 50% of the strength of the strongest, and the second group of strong players. These 2 groups should be divided into smaller groups of a maximum of 5 people per location. In the first phase of the battle, everyone should attack the most B-level cities in groups of 5 or 3, and fight for them continuously until the battle time drops to 6 minutes. When this happens, the weak players all attack A-level cities, and the strong players attack S-level cities. When there are many of you in the group, half of the weak players attack A-level city, and half fight for B-level cities. In this strategy, in the first phase of the battle, you occupy many B-level cities, which the opponent will occupy in the second phase, and you will take high-level cities A and S from him. You must occupy them in such a phase that he will not be able to regain them. You can modify the time according to the number of players you have. If there are not many of you, divide yourselves into 2-person groups and attack B-level cities, and 5 minutes before the end of the battle, attack A-level cities and S with all your forces. However, when the opponent is too strong, remember that you can outsmart him. All you need to do is distract him and give him a lure at the beginning of the battle. You can attack City S with all your forces and take it over in the first phase of the battle. Then all your forces return to City B to take it over from the opponent, and he will be busy taking City S from us. When we easily take City B, we can attack Cities A and S with all our forces. The opponent will be disoriented and may take a few Cities B from us, but he will lose Cities A and S. There are many different strategies worth considering, but a lot depends on what personnel forces we have. If we are few people, let's distract the enemy at the beginning of the battle by attacking Cities B, and then let's focus on attacking Cities S. The whole philosophy of success is to take cities at such a time that the opponent will not have time to take them back. So adjust your combat time to the number of players active in the fight. Then you have guaranteed success. Unless your opponent is also watching this movie now just like you, then the fight promises to be interesting because both sides know the best strategies. However, when it comes to fighting for points alone, now I will try to discuss all the mechanisms to be in the best possible way to be in the top individual ranking. When the battle begins, remember one thing. You have to be in a constant attack and die as little as possible. The main source of points is the destruction of buildings' towers. Therefore, your strategy should be to attack towers that are close to being taken over. For destroying, inflicting final damage, you will receive the most points. Yes, for killing players, we also receive points, for such generation of points can afford strong players. If you are not the top player in the battle, focus on destroying buildings, When you see a tower close to being taken over, go there to give yourself a chance to destroy it. However, if the city is taken over, you cannot stand idle. Go as quickly as possible to a new location, but when choosing it, pay special attention to the amount of life in the buildings. Go where you will be close to destroying the next towers. It is best to go to location S in the last phase and attack the center because, as in other locations, destroying the center gives us the most points for the ranking. I hope you will leave a like under the film, and if you do not subscribe, I encourage you to join. I hope that many interesting ideas will be born in your head thanks to this film, and your battles will be even more interesting. Now let's watch some gameplay from Warzone Siege and my performance.